She's got hopes for me. There are expectations, things of that nature that she wants me to be doing. It can feel like a lot of pressure. Believe me, I know. Welcome to Mother-Daughter Connections, the show dedicated to educating, encouraging, and equipping moms to build lasting, meaningful connections with their daughters. I'm your host and mother-daughter relationship personal trainer, Dr. Deering. My heart is to be of help to you. I believe that your relationship with your mom is the foundation for your future success, personally, parentally, and professionally. Now remember, even though I'm a licensed psychologist, I'm not your shrink on this show. I am, however, here to share my opinions and those of my guests. If you have concerns about your mental health, please seek services from a mental health provider in your local area. Now join me as we pause to consider today's topic. Well, hi there and welcome. I am so glad that you are taking the time to spend here with me and the rest of our listeners, because we're all part of a community here on this podcast. And I always consider it an honor just to be able to sit down and share some thoughts that I've been having. And these last 22 years, as I think about it, I guess in the vintage way that Abraham Lincoln said it once, is 1 score and 2 years ago. Okay, our family started to take shape. It was 22 years ago that my BFF hubby and I welcomed the arrival of our twin daughters. And while for us, the process of conceiving and having our twin daughters was a long process, and that's a story for another time, I can say that these past 22 years have been filled with adversity as well as adventure. There have been bruises and bumps along the way, and in addition to blessings and just natural conflict that comes up, but also opportunities for fashioning deeper connections with each other has actually happened. And now that our daughters are, out in the real world, both of them in the tech area, but in different branches of the tech area, I recently asked them what life has been like for them after college. And I've been listening to them. And as I've been listening, it's really struck me like what things have stuck with them throughout the years and what I see them actually implementing in their own lives. And what I mean by that is, as a mom, there are things that as they were growing up where they heard me saying certain things, and I always wondered, are they really listening and hearing what I'm saying? And so if you're a daughter who's listening right now and you're in college or you're recently graduated from college and you're listening, I just want to share some thoughts with you, a few thoughts, things that I've heard moms in my work as a mother-daughter relationship personal trainer, that I've actually heard moms repeatedly tell me, that these 3 themes of things that moms have just repeatedly told me that they've been either thinking, experiencing, or feeling as it relates to you, their daughter. And I just want to share those. It's just 3 things. And so those 3 things are these points that I want to just bring up to you. One is, did you know that your mom worries about you? Yeah, she actually does worry. And not that she's a worrywart per se, but it comes out in the oddest ways. Because I know your mom really has these concerns about your well-being, but it comes out in these weird ways. It can come out in what I'm calling incessant reminders, where she's like, don't forget, or could you please, or remember to, or any variation of those phrases will come out of her mouth. And it's not that she's trying to be a nag. It's just that she's worried about you. Or sometimes her worry can come in the form of what I'm calling definitive declarations. Well, just, or make sure you, or didn't you hear me when those kinds of phrases come out when she's just like really, really worried and just doesn't know how to manage those feelings. It's not that she has something necessarily against you personally. It's whatever's going on is just bringing up a lot of stuff for her. And it comes in the form of worry. And the reason why she's worrying is because She doesn't want you to make mistakes that she's made in the past. Or she really doesn't want you to get hurt. Really. Because her mama bear, regardless of, for the most part, every well-intentioned mom, regardless of, what's going on, her mama bear self is going to come up if there's any possibility that you might get hurt. So she's really worrying and doesn't want you to experience any kind of hurt. And then there's also the other reason why she worries is that she doesn't want you to miss out on experiencing or achieving things that she never had or got in her own life. She really, really, really wants that for you. So now I know, in your young or late adolescent or young adult self, you have interactions with your mom, and just know that she's worried and these are the reasons why. Well, the second thing I want you to know about your mom is that, and the thing that I hear moms telling me so often with regards to their daughters, especially as they're in their late teens, early young adulthood, post-college years, is that she is really scared. Like, seriously scared. I mean, it might not look like she's scared, but she is. And the three things that she's scared of, and what I hear moms telling me all the time, the thing that she's scared of, if you can just really understand this as best you can, is that she's scared of letting you down. She really wants to be all that she desires to be for you, and she's scared of letting you down. That's one of the things that's kind of fueling her just doing, and trying to keep the ball rolling for everybody, for you and everybody else in your family. She's also scared of having you lack something. She wants you to have everything. I mean, she would give her heart, her life for you. She just wants you to not lack anything. She wants you to have all the advantages that you can have in life. But the thing I hear also that moms are really scared of is she's scared of losing your love and affection. Now, please know that I am not saying this in any way to make you feel like obligated to her, to do anything to or for her. Believe me, one of the things I firmly believe, you daughter, okay, as you're listening to this, is that I actually believe that you owe your mom nothing at all. You owe her nothing. Remember, she is the one who decided, through whatever circumstances, to carry and give birth to you. That was her choice. And it was a risky choice. Believe me, it is a risky choice at its core, because in essence, through that process of carrying you and giving birth to you, she's had to and will continue to need to learn to let go of you. But still, that doesn't detract from the scary prospect that you will actually leave her and no longer care to interact with her. And that is really, really scary for your mom. And then the third thing I want you to know that I've heard from moms and your mom is that she has really big, huge hopes for you. Now, on one hand, you could probably hear that as, oh my God, she's got hopes for me. There are expectations, things of that nature that she wants me to be doing. It can feel like a lot of pressure. Believe me, I know what it's like personally to have a mom just have all her hopes and dreams in her daughter. I get it. No one likes pressure. And what your mom sometimes doesn't understand is that when that kind of pressure makes you feel like you can't really fully express yourself as your real self, and that can make you feel sad, alone, rejected, basically not seen, heard, or understood, right? I know you feel like that when you feel that pressure. And moms always say that they mean well, but in the moment, it doesn't feel like they're meaning well when you sense and get that inkling that they're just putting all their hopes and dreams into you and on you. And it'll be important to make sure that you somehow communicate with your mom about the pressure that you're feeling. But just know, though, that her hopes for you are that you'll have a better life, one where you're just going to be happy and healthy. And as you grow, really just understand that in your life, as you grow, that definition of happy and healthy will mean different things for you at different points in time. So as you're going through life right now, okay, and in the different stages that and life experiences that you'll have going on later on, just know it's going to be important for you to find a way to communicate with her about what happy and healthy means for you. Okay, not for her, but for you. Now, if you'd like a few pointers on how to actually talk to your mom, just feel free to reach out to me at Dr.Deering@curativeconnections.com. That's DR with a little dot after it, DEERING at Curative, which is spelled CURATIVE, Connections, CONNECTIONS. That's Dr.Deering@curativeconnections.com. And put the subject line, Daughter Talk. And tell me briefly what's going on and how I can be of help, and I'll personally reply to your email. Actually, anyone who's part of my email community, I personally reply to every single email. And I really just enjoy the back and forth that I have with moms and daughters who are part of my community. Again, the email is dr.deering@curativeconnections.com with the subject line, Daughter Talk. I am so glad that you joined me here today. Remember, you are not alone in your daughter journey. I'm in your corner, and I'm here to help. Be encouraged. Healthy mother-daughter relationships are possible. They just take one connection at a time. And I'll see you next week. You've been listening to Mother-Daughter Connections with me, your host and mother-daughter relationship personal trainer, Dr. Michelle Deering. Thanks so much for joining me today. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Share this episode with a friend so they don't miss an episode. And download the resource in the show notes. Until next time, remember to pause to consider how you can connect intentionally so you can improve relationally with your daughter.